The second largest state in the U.S., Texas is brimming with countless possibilities for fun and adventure. Geographically and culturally diverse, the state offers a wealth of unique attractions and things to do. From the cities to the coastal beaches, mountains, and desert, vacation possibilities in Texas are extensive. Metropolitan centers, like Houston, Austin, and Dallas, are an interesting contrast to the West Texas cities like Amarillo or Lubbock, but each has its own character and reason for visiting. San Antonio, famous for the Alamo and the River Walk, and the nearby hill country, should also be on travelers' itineraries. For nature lovers, some of the best places to visit are the parks, like Big Bend National Park, set along a bend in the Rio Grande in West Texas, and Padre Island National Seashore, along the Gulf of Mexico. For more ideas on where to go and what to see, have a go through our list of top tourist attractions in Texas. 1. San Antonio's River Walk. The San Antonio River Walk is one of the best places to visit in Texas, known throughout the country for its vibrancy and activities. The walk spans many miles and is packed with shops, eateries, hotels, and more. It is situated slightly below street level, providing a unique look into San Antonio's heart, though the walk itself is the most popular. You can also enjoy a riverboat cruise, with themes from general sightseeing excursions to fancier dinner tours. It's a different experience at night versus during the day, so you'll want to walk through the San Antonio River Walk twice. 2. The Alamo. The Alamo is one of America's most significant historical structures, and so it's one of the must-see Texas attractions to visit. It is located in downtown San Antonio and was built in the year 1744 by Franciscans as a mission. By the time the year turned 1834, however, the Alamo was a functional fort. In 1836, a small force of a mere 187 soldiers barricaded themselves inside the Alamo, including the likes of Daniel Boone, Jim Bowie, and Davy Crockett. They were part of a group of men taking a stand in the Texan War of Independence against an army of 3,000 Mexican soldiers. All the soldiers within the Alamo were killed in the battle, prompting Texan forces to use the battle cry "Remember the Alamo." The cry rallied the spirits of the state's soldiers, eventually leading to their victory over Mexico as they earned their independence from them. Today, the Alamo is the most visited landmark in the whole state of Texas. Over 2 million visitors come to see it annually to explore the exterior and check out the features inside. A trip here lets you see the fort, long barrack, church, and arcade, and there is also a museum and gift shop where you can learn more about the Alamo. 3. Big Bend National Park. Situated right on the border with Mexico, Big Bend National Park encompasses the whole Chizos mountain range as well as a significant chunk of the Chihuahuan Desert. Because of its remote location, the park is one of the least visited national parks in the country. But anyone who makes the effort to get here will be well rewarded. The park offers approximately 200 miles of hiking trails, many of which wind through scenic canyons or bring visitors to breathtaking desert rock formations. Hiking trails vary in difficulty and length, but there are also plenty of paved trails for those interested in exploring the park by vehicle. 4. Padre Island National Seashore. A small, thin island extends parallel to the coast of Texas, stretching all the way from Corpus Christi to the Mexican border. Surrounded by the waters of the Gulf of Mexico, this is known as Padre Island. The bulk of the island itself is made up of the Padre Island National Seashore, a protected treasure where you can see blue waters in virtually any direction you turn. Filled with wildlife and an important spot for bird watching in Texas, the Padre Island National Seashore leads to South Padre Island, a popular getaway spot for beach vacations, family fun, and serious nightlife. 5. The Texas State Capitol in Austin. The Texas State Capitol, built in 1888, is considered one of the finest state legislatures in the U.S. In Austin's downtown core, and now a National Historic Landmark. It certainly impresses with its dimensions, standing 308 feet tall. Highlights of its 22-acre park include monuments to the defenders of the Alamo and to veterans of the Vietnam War. Guided tours of the building's interior are available and start from the visitor center with its many displays. At dusk, head across to the Ann W. Richards Congress Avenue Bridge for a chance to witness the spectacle of a million or so Mexican free-tailed bats coming and going from their perches under the bridge. 6. Guadalupe Mountains National Park. Right on the border with New Mexico, Guadalupe Mountains National Park is one of the best places in Texas to visit if you want some time in the great outdoors. The park itself is totally diverse, with great forest, vast mountainous regions, deserts, and deep canyons. You might even get to spot some of the desert animals too. This means you should watch out for rattlesnakes, especially when hiking the trails. Talking of hiking, you can also head to Pine Springs Canyon for some of its incredible trails. For some of the best, follow the Devil's Hall Trail or the Pine Springs Trailhead, which branches off with lots of trails that crisscross the area. It's lovely. Oh, and as with any hike, always be responsible. If you're not sure what you need, then pop into the Pine Springs Visitor Center where the rangers can prep you for the most suitable hike for you. 7. Galveston's Beaches and Strand Historic District. Like numerous spots along the Texas Gulf Coast, Galveston is home to beautiful beaches that stretch on for miles. The shallow and often calm water makes this a popular area for families and beachgoers. In summer, set up your beach umbrella along the seawall or enjoy some fun and games at the Pleasure Pier. But this is more than just a beach town, with plenty to do here all year long. Explore the Strand Historic District in downtown, a National Historic Landmark District, and wander past the ornate Victorian-style mansions that line the quiet streets. If you are traveling with kids, be sure to stop by Moody Gardens and Aquarium. This huge complex, with its landmark glass pyramids, is home to an aquarium, a rainforest, and an amusement park. Galveston is less than an hour's drive from Houston and only about 45 minutes from Space Center Houston. 8. The USS Lexington, Corpus Christi, 16 decks, a length of 3 New York City blocks, a displacement of more than 33,000 tons, and a flight deck big enough to hold 1,000 cars, more sleeping space than the world's biggest hotel, and the ability to produce enough electricity to power a city of 150,000 people. All of this describes the USS Lexington, a World War II-era Essex-class aircraft carrier in Corpus Christi. Step aboard the USS Lexington Museum on the bay, and you'll be inside of an American legend. Every hallway you walk down, set of stairs you climb, and deck you visit reveals the lives and stories of heroism of those who served on the Blue Ghost. There are 5 areas totaling more than 100,000 square feet across 11 decks aboard the USS Lexington to explore, and you can do so on either a self-guided or a guided tour. While guides can be arranged in advance for a small fee, volunteers in yellow shirts, many of whom once served aboard the Lexington, can answer any questions you may have. 9. Natural Bridge Caverns. The Natural Bridge Caverns features a 60-foot natural limestone slab bridge that leads into a beautiful amphitheater-like cavern. The Natural Bridge Caverns is a special and unique landmark that you should discover on your trip to the Lone Star State with your travel buddies. It is a once-in-a-lifetime experience that'll take you into a breathtaking limestone cave many feet below the ground. The Natural Bridge Caverns are one of the most captivating sights to see in Texas. Take a tour in this beautiful one-of-a-kind gem that has been well-preserved throughout the years. These caverns run incredibly deep, so make sure to bring along some comfortable shoes to wear along the way. 10. The Fort Worth Stockyards. If you've ever heard about the state of Texas, you've probably heard about its thriving cowboy culture and love for cattle ranching. Fort Worth is one of the best tourist attractions in Texas if you want to experience all of the above. Although this city has a lot more to offer outside of that, this is one of its most unique offerings. The Fort Worth Stockyards is the place to be if you want to enjoy the thriving cowboy culture in this region. Here, you can experience a range of performances and rodeos throughout the year. Grab a front seat, sit back and enjoy.